other prizes with 2K TV Interactive.
My name is
Tune in now.
Alright. Alright. Yes. Yo, I'm fucking ugly in this picture. Dumbest looking domino I've ever seen.
Casual everything around me. I'm YSL Versace. You can see me in that Boss GT. Coming down Sunset, sitting on D. Feeling like Pac, all eyes on me. Fresh bandana and I'm mad trees. Please, I spit every verse. Some say Khaled, some say Khalid. 12 years down and I'm finally free. We can supply you. Got enough.
Alright, there's a controller.
Having a helmet on that long gets a little taxing on the neck.
It's hurting my neck. I can tell you can do.
Birdman dead, I'm number one. Can't make me wrong, so we got him done. Spent that conda, he didn't run. Sunday had a whole church singing a song. Why they had to send my baby home? With some that paper long. Been a G in the game, now my son on the throne. I am the beast. Feed me rappers or feed me beats. I'm untamed, I need a leash. I'm insane, I need a shrink. I love I need a leech. Why complain on easy streets? I don't even talk, I let the visa speak. And I like my Sprite Easter pink. And my wrist special but the mule is cooler.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, two teams start fresh for their first game of the season. Both squads believing this will be a great year. For tonight's game, we'll be watching the Golden State Warriors as they go up against the Houston Rockets. Looking at Houston, they're fired up and ready to get going with a fresh new season.
Why didn't you do that for us?
What?
How's that ahead of us?
That is before. That's before us. I mean after us. You see? It's after us.
This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Doris Burke will be reporting from the sidelines. It's all about the Western Conference. That's where the action is today as the Golden State Warriors get ready to battle. They won their last game against the Rockets in Houston.
And guys, they could have won that game on the strength of their offense alone. It was that good.
And most impressive when you do it on the road like that. They just kept coming at them, wave after wave, and they really kept the crowd on mute in that.
Okay.
Look at the opening lineup for the Houston Rockets. Harden and Ariza filling out the perimeter. Mona and Howard the post pair. And it's Lawson in at the one spot.
And the Warriors put the ball in Thompson's hands a lot more last season. He ran the pick and roll and attacked the rim, taking more advantage of his size and ball handling ability at that off-guard position.
How's that lame? I know I'm a faggot, man. Come on, bro. I'm the
Mona against Bogut. Down low.
What is 40? Tell me what the fuck is 40.
Well, I tell you, he squeezed that orange as tight as he could before that throwdown.
Nobody's watching.
No way he's going to lose that thing on the way up. You're right, Clark.
And better safe than sorry on that one, guys.
Well, great for Thompson. Last season, an uptick in his free throw attempts and his assists. And Clark, a reflection of his activity with the ball in his hand.
He's a complete player. Terrific offensive player, outstanding defensively as well. And what I like about him is he never lacks for confidence. He stays aggressive at both ends of the floor. Yeah, he went for a little extra on that one.
Well, he usually doesn't finish soft, obviously.
I just didn't realize.
He can when necessary, sure, but not that time.
Not when you can throw it down like that.
Yes, sir.
Curry is inside. Lawson defending. Thompson with the bucket.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense, but he's got the A game rolling tonight.
And Lawson, here we go. Oniunas passes to Lawson. Shoots a fader. Oniunas, no luck.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you can see the frustration on his face.
Green kicks to Curry. Takes a three. Green, no luck. For Houston, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Harden's shot is off. For so long, there has been this mindset that Golden State wins through offense, but their defense, you know, Gia, you were talking about this, is where the true strength of this team lies.
Yeah, I think that's what's really allowed them to separate when you look at the rest of the league. I mean, they led the league in opponents' field goal percentage last season, and some nights the shots weren't falling, but the defense always showed up.
Brewer is checked in for James Harden. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Clock is at 3. And that misses everything.
And you know, with the Warriors, it goes beyond the stats. High character guys, tremendous culture. They had a lot of guys that could guard multiple positions and defend them well. That was a big reason they became champs.
And here is Curry after Trevor Ariza just hit the 3. And he gets it to go.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
And Lawson with the drive, and he lays it straight in.
And you just look at this Warriors roster, and there are a ton of defensive playmakers. That ability to switch everything and be fine is what made them so tough on the defensive side of the ball.
Here's Curry. Ty Lawson making his last shot.
Dude, you're not even doing anything. Like,
Curry kicks to Thompson. Golden State moving the ball around. Here's Barnes. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And some of Harrison Barnes' teammates have referred to him as the senator because of the way he carries himself. And, you know, a very level-headed, dignified young man, and just he has an air about him.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Spates checked in for Bogut. Iguodala comes in for Draymond Green. Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
And Harrison Barnes at times has been criticized in the past for not being more Clark assertive on the court.
Well, you know, it's interesting. He had to weather the pressure of expectations since high school. I mean, people were comparing him to Kobe Bryant back then, but HB can't get caught up in that. He's got to be true to himself. You know what I tell guys? Do you.
Yeah.
Do you.
And it's the Warriors with the ball, following the miss by Terrence Jones. And Jones sends it back. And it's Houston on the break. Iguodala against Ariza. Inside, here's Capella, and he goes in for the dunk.
Well, he's an undersized center, but he more than makes up for it with some serious leaping ability.
Iguodala outside. There's 18 seconds left to play here in the first. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And watch, Clark, how the game plays out, because this is going to open things up on the perimeter.
Brewer, good. Here is Livingston. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Here's Iguodala. And a great job by the D contesting that shot and forcing the miss. And now let's hear from Ty Lawson talking about the balanced attack. Denver.
We do have a team type of game.
Well, that was the game plan when Denver was good enough to make the playoffs, and Ty Lawson was at the control.
You know, but not enough firepower to be able to sustain with the elite teams, say like the Warriors or the Rockets. Ty Lawson, a solid, dependable player in our league, but this is still a league where you need your superstars to win rings.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Rockets.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
And the other thing, though, is their execution in terms of their ball movement has been flawless. Sets up a lot of easy scoring opportunities.
Thompson and Iguodala on the perimeter. Draymond Green is out there with Festus Ezeli, and it's Livingston in at point guard. That's the group for the Golden State Warriors to start the second quarter. Curry's checked in for Sean Livingston. Ty Lawson, he's checked in for Houston. Rockets leading by 5.
And the Rockets have lost out on some free agent wars the past few years. They have remained competitive. You wonder what could have been if they landed or kept some of those big names.
That's good.
He's got so much junk in his trunk. He'll find a way to hurt you.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness.
And Curry, here we go. Good D by Howard.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Harden kicks to Lawson.
Wide open.
It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
Wide open.
9 points for Lawson.
And really, how about the quick release on that triple there? Because he's given up a lot of height in that matchup.
Right on target you are, Greg. I mean, the quick release is what made the difference there. Any hesitation, and that shot is being blocked.
And Steph Curry, 6'3" and about 195. I mean, a slender frame. You look back to high school and college, and that was one of the question marks. Did he have the strength to succeed?
And the Warriors making a change here. Bogut's checked in. Curry attacking, and that one's good. Curry's got 6 points.
I always do shit and you
really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
And speaking of Curry's slight build, he's worked up and bulked himself. He's added some muscle. He even got up to 200 pounds, I think he said. But he didn't feel real good, Clark, at that weight.
Yeah, it's not about the weight, Kevin. It's about strength. You need it to fight through screens and attack the rim, and he's clearly put on the strength he needs to play at his highest level.
Guys, I'm not sure there's a better star player who's a better fit for his team's philosophy than James Harden. Harden reflects the Rocket system perfectly.
I don't think you're wrong on that, Kevin. I mean, the Rockets, an analytically minded team. They love layups, free throws, and threes. Harden can get all of those done.
And Harden, either intentionally or not, is really the poster child for a new era of analytics that's starting to drive basketball. I mean, he generates a lot of points, but most importantly, he does it with tremendous efficiency, in part because he lives at the free throw line.
To the paint, ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Green. Deflects the pass.
It does not matter.
Lawson kicks to Harden. Goes up on the high post. He makes that one drop. Only a second and 5 tries.
I'm better than you.
And you know, for the Rockets, acquiring James Harden might be the trade of the decade. You look at what they gave up, and it's hard to argue that they didn't win that transaction in a big way.
And the Warriors with some changes. Spates checked in for Draymond Green. Harrison Barnes comes in for Thompson.
That means
and it's Barbosa in for Curry.
$30.
Bogut kicks to Barnes. From deep. And that is good. Barnes has got 8. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Lawson from outside.
Why is that going?
And the rebound goes to the Warriors. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. Barnes with it. He's picked up by Ariza. Here's Spates.
Make you.
Bogut dishes to Spates. Barnes passes to Bogut. And that'll be Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Warriors retain possession. And while we can, here's a look at the teams that had the fastest hands in the league last season. In third, the Rockets. The Warriors, fourth.
Both really good defensively last season, and that showed up in those steals numbers.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds that time.
How am I trying
to look at some stats for Brewer, how he performed last season. Averaged about 11 points a game last season. 3 rebounds and 2
I'm
assists.
looking at it. I'm looking
and
at
those numbers, solid, not spectacular. And sometimes what you see is what you get.
He certainly knows his role, and he gives you some good minutes. That's really all you can expect from him at this point.
And what a first year it was for Steve Kerr and the Warriors. It was the best debut as a new coach ever. 67 wins. He also established a franchise win total in his first year.
On our old partner, Steve Kerr also got a chance to coach the West All-Stars.
Okay, so you want me to sit back and be quiet?
Setting debut season with the Golden State
That's not what
Warriors.
I usually do. I talk shit with you all the time.
A lot of big milestones early.
Well, none of us are surprised at his success.
No.
I mean, Steve will be the first to tell you it was because he was surrounded by excellent assistants. I mean, that's one of the underrated aspects of being a good coach is you've got to have a good staff, and Steve has that.
Excellent point. Sean Livingston, he's checked in for Golden State. A 3-ball. The offensive rebound. Spates. The dish to Barbosa. Golden State moving the ball around. Barnes kicks to Livingston. Brewer with the steal.
I like the move to go 2 for 1 here.
So do I, Greg. I mean, I agree with you. They need to get a quick look and then try to get another possession after that.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does.
Here's Barbosa. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Barbosa's got his first points of the game. Rockets leading by 5. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Ariza has the open look, and it's Houston with another.
Pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open man.
3. The 3. Here is Livingston. Shoots a tough lock, and the first half.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson helps in a close game in the first. At the our halftime show, the third quarter set to go.
And now the third quarter about to get going.
Well, how about Ty Lawson in this one? He has 9 points, and he's been delivering a healthy dose of helpers, too.
He really has, Clark. Always with his head up, looking to make the pass, trying to find the open man.
So on the floor for Houston, Mota Eunice and Howard, the post pair. Harden and Ariza filling out the perimeter, and it's Lawson in at the points. Like last season, we saw Mota Eunice make some nice strides.
Yeah, big uptick in his scoring efficiency, Kevin. Both his shooting from beyond the arc and from within the arc increased.
Looking at the last game for the Golden State Warriors, it was a win against Sacramento. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. Rockets leading by 12. Here's Lawson, and Thompson sends it back. And it's the Warriors on the break. But they'll get another chance. Curry against Lawson. From deep three-point range, from beyond the arc, and then some. Curry's got it back down to within single digits for the Warriors. For Houston, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Lawson drives in, lays it up, and banks it in. Lawson's got 13.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Thompson misses. Houston's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. The 3 from Harden. Curry with the steal. Oh, and here comes Curry all alone. Another miss by Curry.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's cost them.
Bogut against Harden. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That is his first foul of the game. Azili's checked in for Golden State. Iguodala comes in for Barnes. Knocked loose. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Ariza.
Well, you know, Hall of Famer and 3-time champion Kevin McHale, the Rockets coach, did nothing but find success and win as a player. And, you know, that's been the same song for him as a coach.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. And for Coach Kevin McHale, last year was his best. A lot of people thought he could have been easily the coach of the year, leading the Rockets to their third best regular season in franchise history.
And Kevin, with McHale, he's got this team improving every year. His team's win totals have risen as well statistically as I think becoming a better team. Wins aren't always necessarily what determines how good you are.
Azili.
Last year's Warriors and where they ranked in the NBA. A chance to check that out now, Kevin. First in scoring, first in assists, and they also were #1 in team shooting percentage. A very impressive offensive group.
And when you score like these guys did last season, it gives you tremendous confidence. Just play solid defense and you can win games.
No good from Lawson.
That would have been lucky had it fallen. Poor shot selection.
Yeah, look at the coach's face and the expression. It says all over it. Are you kidding me? He's starting to heat up from outside. That's his second this half.
And guys, you talk about ascendant stars in the NBA, none brighter than Steph Curry, the leading vote getter for the All-Star game a season ago. But what I love, he doesn't let it go to his head. I mean, he remains grounded and focused on winning.
Here's Lawson. That doesn't go either for Lawson.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Lets the three fly. Ariza with the rebound. Rockets leading by 8. What I like, though, about Stephen Curry also is his demeanor. Clark, he cheers on his teammates, keeps his head up through adversity. He does it all.
Yeah, he's pretty much unflappable. He's level-headed, and he puts his teammates first. That's what makes him a championship-caliber superstar.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
Again, Golden State. Rockets have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Harden left side. Launches it. Cannot hit. And Golden State will come the other way.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys, but as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much. You know, sometimes you don't like to see guys pull up from three-point range on the break, but for him, with nobody on him, that's a pretty good shot.
Here's Howard, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And Kevin, plays like that are really the reason they've got a nice lead right now. Just a great job on the glass.
And Greg, the jam and the follow gets their whole bench jumping. Clark, look at them. They are really into it.
Yeah, they sure are. And that's a little salt in the wound there. I mean, they take a miss and turn it into one of the plays of the game. That hurts.
And that's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
Always important to have that good interior defense.
The shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And another 3 for Golden State.
They just continue to splash home those threes. Eliminating the deep shot has to become priority #1 for this defense.
Absolutely. You cannot allow a team to have that kind of a rhythm from beyond.
Kicks it to Green. 29 seconds left to play here in the third. Shot clock at 6. And Modiunas picks up the foul. And some changes here for the Warriors. Spates checked in for Festus Ezeli. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. And a switch here also for Houston. Beverly's checked in. Here's Thompson. He's got 11. Thompson is double. He kicks to Iguodala. The feed to Livingston. 4 on the shot clock. Thompson inside the line. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
What?
This is his first free throw of the game.
You can't.
And 88 from the line a season ago. He was one of the best shooters in the league.
Guys, I thought he got into a groove last year at the charity stripe, and I thought he maintained it deep into the season as well.
Beverly dishes to Capella. Here's Brewer. Off target with his 3. Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty. The fourth quarter just moments away now as we welcome you back. get whistled for that foul, GA. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
We've got Bogut. Livingston is out there with Barbosa. Then there's Maurice Spates, and it's Barnes, and at the small forward position. So that's the group out there for Golden State. And they're pushing it up. The 11-footer. Jump shot is good that time. Barnes has got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Warriors. Pass to Capella, and stolen by Spates. And Trevor Ariza is going to pick up a foul here. Houston making a switch here. Lawson's checked in.
First personal foul, teams first. Rockets, Ty Lawson.
Here is Livingston. Dishes it to Barbosa. Golden State moving the ball around. Barnes can't get it to go. Livingston passes to Barbosa. It's stolen by Ariza. Here we go, one-on-one. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
How's that for a quick possession?
Yeah, no hesitation at all taking that one to the basket. Beautifully done.
Bogut kicks to Livingston. Inside. Spates dishes to Barbosa. And again, no good by Golden State.
Well, I tell you what, that's fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. The key there was not to give him much space before he took that shot.
And really, Clark, that's the only way you're going to stop him. The defender was all over him with a hand right in his face. And putting in the work on the boards, and it's paying off with chances like that.
And GA, he does put in the work. You're right. It's why he's on the finishing end of one putback slam after another.
Well, his effort has never been a question mark. He is an incredibly self-motivated player.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Steve Kerr was going over with his team. He didn't exactly take it easy on them, saying, how much do you want it? Don't tell me, show me out there. We have to play better. We have to play harder if we're going to come back. Guys?
All right, Doris, thanks.
Tell you what, the defense has nothing to worry about out there with him shooting. I mean, he can't dial it in from deep this half at all.
That's good.
Textbook. Nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Here's Curry with the three. Curry with another miss.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
No good from Lawson.
Well, he had one three-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
Yeah, they're starting to go in the wrong direction. In terms of turnovers, it's slowly becoming a problem.
Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Leandro Barbosa. Kicks it out to Harden. There's the three. And that comes off the assist by Dwight Howard. And that's 15 points for James Harden.
Now this is more like it. 9 points for him from three-point range this half. That's 9 more than he had in the first. Boy, they just cannot take the lid off.
Well, they need a basket in the worst possible way, and they've got to stop this run, and the only way you do that, you got to score yourself. He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Harden's got 11 points here in just the second half. It's no secret, Clark, what this Houston Rockets team wants to do. They want to get to the line, drive the lane, and hurt you from outside the arc.
And they'll do it all at a very fast pace. I mean, they're fun to watch. The pace is something that I think sneaks up on teams sometimes, Kevin.
Good point. Houston making a switch here. Ariza's checked in. Curry. And the Warriors miss again.
And I don't know if he needs a rest in this quarter or what, but he needs something to get off the snide.
And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball here. And Harden wide open. He shoots. Knocks down the three ball. Harden's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Rockets.
And no doubt the Rockets were one of the faster-paced teams in the league last year. When you have the firepower they do, You want it to become a scoring fest.
Took him no time at all on that one. And that's 13 points for Trevor Ariza.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Houston.
But, Steve, you know, you don't see this kind of a blowout often. But tonight, this is a quality win across the board to deliver out, Clark, this kind of punishment to
Well, you know what? I thought they did a nice job of playing against the game. They kept the pressure on and clearly were dominant in every area.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for Harden. There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Offensive rebound. Capella kicks to Beverly. The three ball. It's rebounded by Golden State.
A lot of the wins for the Rockets, guys, I thought last year came from just wearing down their opponent. I mean, you can keep up with their pace for a quarter, maybe two, but it's very hard to sustain it for 48 minutes, shot for shot.
Iguodala gets the bucket.
Always eager to shoot the three, and on the fast break, he knows it's going to be there for him.
32 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And the Warriors with possession here. They trail by 18. And it's Iguodala again missing. And guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
Sure can, because they've earned the win.
Another miss by Houston. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
You can't afford to be playing that loose right now.
Definitely not. I mean, things have to be tight. You want to be playing smart, high-level basketball. You don't want to be brain fading right now. Yeah, with the game out of reach, intentional fouls don't mean anything. It's just an exercise in futility. Let the clock go.
Yeah, I agree with you, Clark. Just doesn't really make a lot of sense at this point.
Here's McDaniels off the mark. So we see the Rockets taking the win here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Dwight, the team seemed to surge in the second half with a renewed life. What did you tell the guys during halftime?
I just told our guys we got to finish the game, you know. They're a good team, and we don't want to let them get close. So we did a good job of playing our game tonight, you know, and not rushing. And just, we got to go win.
Dwight, congratulations. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Doris, thank you. And that'll do it for the first game of the NBA season. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And coming up next, the postgame show with Ernie Johnson, Shaq, and Kenny the Jet.
The 2K Sports postgame show.